Hi, this is Dan, and I'm going to show you how to use the plate alignment feature on the X controller. We're going to start by clicking Menu, then click Plates. Now select the plate you would like to use from your list. In this case, I have a 4 foot by 8 foot 1/4 inch thick steel plate. Now select Load on Table. Now I have my plate positioned on the center of my Waterjet table. From here, I'm going to teach the controller where the plate is in my cutting envelope. The crosshairs over the red circle here indicate where my cutting head is currently located. When I click on Cutting Head Above Corner button, I'm telling it that this is the bottom right hand corner, or the corner closest to my home position. So I'm going to go ahead and click this button once I've made sure that my cutting head is positioned directly over this corner. Now it's asking me to locate the cutting head over the opposite diagonal corner. I can also change the corner to which I would like to locate it to by clicking Change Second Corner button. In this case, I would like to use the bottom left hand corner of my plate. So I will click on the circle above the bottom left hand corner. Now that circle is highlighted red. Your plate by default is already set at 90 degrees, or is perfectly square to your machine. So what you need to do at this point is pull up your jog control panel, or using the hard keys on your controller, and position the cutting head above the bottom left hand corner of your plate. Now if your plate is out of square from your machine, this will automatically compensate for it. So if I've loaded my plate on a little bit crooked here, I will just use my keys and line it up over the corner. Once I have done this, I will select Plate in Position. Next, I have to select the job or the part that I will be cutting on this plate. So I'll select the part I want out of my list, hit Setup Part. Now, if I click on the dotted outline rectangle button, once it will zoom to the plate, twice it will give me the overall view of the cutting envelope of my Waterjet, and I can see both my part and my plate. From here, I can click and hold my part and drag it onto the plate. Now, if I click on the button with the lock picture on it, it will lock my part to the plate, where it will not allow me to move my part beyond the outer edges of my plate, to make sure that all the cutting lines are on my plate. Now if I click and drag my part around, you can see I cannot go past the bounds of my plate. So I will position it approximately where I want it on the plate, then hit Align with Plate. Now my part is aligned perfectly with my plate, and then I can move it into its final position for cutting. Now my part is ready to cut, and it is aligned with my plate, so everything will be square according to the plate. Now I'll click Load Part. Okay, now my cutting head is still located at the bottom left hand corner of my plate where I last left it. So now I will click on Move to Start Point. Now my cutting head is going to move to the beginning point of my program so that I can begin cutting. Alright, now my cutting head is above the starting point of my program, indicated by the red crosshairs icon. Now we'll go ahead and ensure that my abrasive and my water is ready and turn both of them on automatic so that part may begin to cut. Then I will click play part.